Hey guys, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at the 4Sevens Quark 123 Squared Turbo X. So kind of similar to the existing 123 Squared Turbo, but it adds an XML LED, and as you'll see, it's physically a little bit different. Much larger head on this one. Regular stuff on the packaging, story about 4Sevens, a little bit of information on the back. Let's go ahead and pull this out, show you what you get on the inside. Flashlight itself, we'll pull that out here in just a second. You get a holster. Someone asked me to start looking at the holsters in the review, so we'll take a look at this. It's one of the normal ones. You got a flap that goes over the top. Take the flashlight, stick it in there real quick. So, flap over the top to keep it nice and secure. Slot in the back, you can put it on a belt or a pack. And a little loop here, you can hang it from a carabiner, however else you want to hang it. So holster, comes with a nice lanyard as well. You've got the hand grip, so you can attach this on there. Although I'm honestly not sure how well it will work with the big head on this. You may actually have to attach it down here, but then you can use it where it's attached to your hand. You don't have to hold on to the flashlight while using it. Batteries, and then some spare O-rings. But we're most concerned with the flashlight itself, so we'll set all that stuff to the side. We'll talk about the flashlight. Just to show you the physical size, there is the Turbo X. Here's the Turbo. You can see much larger head on the Turbo X. It's because of that larger XML LED compared to the XPG that's in the Turbo. If you want to get any kind of throw out of it, you have to put it on a larger head, so you get a head closer to like the Maelstrom X7. Alright, show you the back here. You got a protruding forward switch, nice sturdy clip. You can see the head, lots of fins on there, so really good heat sinking. Big smooth reflector, an XML LED. Got a couple of CR123 batteries, so we're going to pop this open, show you the inside. Stick a couple batteries in, stick that tail cap back on, show you the operation of it. Now all the lights in the Turbo series, they have the same interface as the Quark tactical lights. If you're not familiar with that, you have access to a lot of different modes, but you can only access two at once. So you have access to one when the head is tightened, and you just lightly press, that'll give you momentary. Click all the way for constant on. And as you can see, as long as you're just using that switch, it's not going to switch modes on you. Now when you loosen the head, that's when you have access to the other mode. And by default, I believe it's programmed to the highest and the lowest outputs. Programming on the Turbo X sounds kind of complicated, but it really isn't too bad. What you need to do is turn the light on, and you're going to loosen and tighten the head 4 times. This is going to be for the tightened mode. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's slightly different than the tactical version. The tactical used to start in whatever the lowest output was. This one's going to start in whatever you had it programmed to in the first place. So we had it programmed to max output, so you turn it off and on, and it's going to start cycling through the next modes. So we had SOS, strobe, that's the beacon. There's your lowest output. You have 5 total outputs that you can go through, and then the 3 flashing modes. So we're going to put this to the medium output, and we're just going to leave it on for about 10 seconds. It's going to flash a couple times to let us know that it's programmed in. So that way, head tightened is always going to be that medium output. Turn it off, you can see, turning it back on, it's always going to go on to that medium output. Alright, we have the same thing for the loosen mode, but this time instead of ending up in tightened, we want to end up in loosened. So we're going to turn it on in the loosen mode, and we're going to do the loosening and tightening just 4 times. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I did it an extra time. It doesn't hurt. You can do it as many times as you want. And you'll see it blink a couple times. Now it's in the programming. And you see you cycle through the same modes. So you have the 5 different outputs, 3 different flashing modes. So just so this is different, we'll put the loosened into the max output. Wait until it blinks. We'll show you that it actually has been programmed. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. There we go. Okay, so now it's programmed to max output on the loosen mode. So head tightened is going to be the medium, head loosened is your max output. So you can see really versatile light. You can set it up exactly how you want. You will only be able to access 2 at once, so you're not going to have fast access to a lot of different modes like some lights will give you, but it will give you really reliable access to 2 modes, which I think is a really useful feature. So that is the TurboX. We're going to go ahead and take this outside, and we'll show you how it does outside, and we'll take the regular turbo as well, so you can see how they compare to each other. Alright, we're out here with the TurboX and the Turbo. Going to be comparing them to the big 40 mag light that I always use. So let's try the mag light first, see how it does. 15 feet, 100 feet out there. Zoom in. Lights up the tree okay. Not much around it. Let's try out those other 2 lights. So we'll try the Turbo first, just so you can get a baseline. There you go. You can see a whole lot more light coming out of that. Lights up obviously 15 feet, 100 feet, absolutely no problem. Lights up that whole tree, everything around it really well. And TurboX. I don't have that on high. There you go. There it is on high. Alright, so you can see wider hotspot on that. You light up a wider area at once. And at this kind of distance, you're not really going to notice a huge difference in the hotspot's output. But when you start getting distances past 100 feet or so, even beyond that, you'll definitely notice a difference between the TurboX and the Turbo as far as the brightness of the hotspot. But you can see 100 feet does really well. Just lights up everything really well. We'll put them side by side. So it's going to be TurboX on the left. There's your Turbo on the right. So you can see slightly brighter hotspot on that Turbo, even at these kind of distances. But great throw, great output on both of them. Alright, let's try a little bit longer distances and see how they do at the longer distances. Okay, we have the turbos in a different part of the yard. This is going to be a distance shot with the mag light. Let's go with the mag light first. Here's my house, and about 50 yards away. Tree in the front yard at 100 yards. Can't really see anything at 100 yards. Does okay at 50 yards, not great. Let's try the Turbo first. There you can see house at 50 yards, absolutely no problem. And the tree in the front yard, even though this is such a compact light, 100 yards, still lights up the tree pretty well. Kind of surprisingly well, actually. Alright, let's try the TurboX. There you can see. I said that the throw wasn't as good on this one, but looks like I'm a liar, because you can see that tree in the front yard extremely well. All the details on it, everything is lit up. Kind of a surprising result. I guess it's because of that much larger reflector on the TurboX. Definitely makes a big difference, not to mention all those extra lumens. You can see throws really well for such a compact light. So there you go. That is the new 4Sevens 123 squared TurboX, and that was the 123 squared Turbo that we compared it to. If you like either light, you can get them from us at goinggear.com. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe. We do stuff like this all the time. And if you have any questions or comments, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com.